So here we are in Uganda, Africa, and we've got just a few moments that we're sitting down with a brand new friend of mine, Gerald. Gerald is a full-time pastor,
Yeah.
right? And a college graduate.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about what you're doing right now.
Okay, I am serving in my local church as the youth pastor, and the church is Jubilee Christian Life Church, and it's not very far from where we are. And I'm married to one beautiful wife, Veronica, and I have a son who is 2.5. I graduated with an honors degree in mass communication with a major in radio and television production. So I've done a bit of radio the last 5 years, and now into pastoral ministry, helping the young people. Yeah.
So here's a guy who's serving the Lord full-time, a college graduate, but there was probably a time in your life where that wouldn't even have been on the radar for you, right? You wouldn't even have dreamed of that.
Exactly. Oh man, you wouldn't want to look at me. Compassion, I would say, has made me what I am. I went through Compassion. I was 8 years old when they started sponsoring me, and we were in too much poverty. I come from a family of 10 children, and I'm the sixth, so there are 4 that follow me, and my parents were very, very poor. We didn't have even money. We didn't have food at home, and in that kind of situation is when the Lord comes into my life through Compassion. One time, one of our friends told me that let's go to my school. Some people are coming to take pictures. So I went to that school not because I was attending that school, but they told me they were going to take pictures and find some sponsors. So when I came, I was a lucky guy. I was number 42, I remember that very well. So I sneaked in there and my picture was taken, and here I got the news after about a month that I had a sponsor, and that brought joy in my life. But my parents didn't understand it because they thought it was probably some rich people in America sending money for me to go to school. And it's after about 3 years that my parents started to see the effect of Compassion in my life. Yeah. Of course, I got saved. I gave my life to Jesus, and I saw the Lord change me. I saw a lot of things change. When I went to the project every Saturday, I was given food. I was given clothes to put on. So when I came back home, I was a different child. And that brought a smile not only to me, but even every other member of the family, because they saw a difference in me. And through Compassion, of course, my family was totally transformed, because my parents probably thought I wouldn't have made it. And I would love to say this, that in Africa, we don't have this thing of parents encouraging their children and encouraging their esteem and telling them you're going to make it, you'll be better. Yeah, you find a lot of families, parents say, I think because of the stress and there's a lot of abuse, child abuse. So parents would say you're nothing, you're good for nothing, and that's not good. But my sponsors, my Compassion sponsors, always wrote letters to me, and they told me, you are special. You are created in God's image. You're going to make it. You will be successful. And this is what I am today. I'm not yet there. But the little I have seen is because of what the Lord used my Compassion sponsors to do for me. Yeah.
So it's easy to say, well, this thing will change your life, or this organization changes lives, but the more I see Compassion and the more I meet people, kids who are being sponsored by Compassion currently,
Sure.
or people like you who have grown up through Compassion and been discipled through Compassion, have been released from spiritual poverty and physical poverty, it's the kingdom at work.
Yeah,
is what it really is. And
Jesus is really at work through Compassion. And I want to say this as well, that every Compassion sponsor out there, that one that is thinking of sponsoring and that one that is already doing it, I want to say that they are doing the best thing. It's a Jesus thing. It's the right thing for you to do. No hesitation. When your money comes from America and it comes down to Africa to help a child, it's not just the money, but it's the spirit that you're transferring through that money that comes to the child. It's a lot more than money, because there are many organizations that help children in Uganda, but Compassion is standing out because they are releasing people or children out of poverty in Jesus' name. That means they're inculcating values in the lives of many youngsters in this country. And a lot of young men that have graduated through the leadership development program, I was in that program, have become CEOs, successful businessmen, lawyers, and they're starting to influence the system in this country. And I think that's a plus, you know. I'm looking forward to a time when I can be able to sponsor 3-4 children in Compassion, yeah, and give them a hope, because this is exactly what was done to me. And I appreciate so much all the Compassion sponsors. And of course, my sponsors, I am in touch with them. They are very special to me. I'm looking forward to the day I'll meet them in person.
Awesome. Well, if you're thinking about sponsoring a Compassion child, I have two myself. It is one of the best investments that you'll ever make, and it's more than just, from the sponsor side, it's more than just writing a check. You're able to make personal contact,
Sure.
whether it's personal visits or letters with each of the kids. So thanks for taking a few minutes and sitting down with us, and we'll close with, I just learned the African handshake, so we'll end with that, right?
Bless you, brother. Thank you for coming over.